So, what's your name, department, how many years at UNC?
My name is Yalitza Ramos. I work at the UNC-Y, and I've been here at UNC in this position for 8 years.
And so, where do you call home?
I call home Durham, North Carolina.
And were you a first-generation undergrad or graduate student?
I was not a first-generation student. I do have a history of family members being in higher education.
And then, what was your major in college?
I studied psychology and Spanish here at UNC.
Oh, so you're an alumni.
Yes, double Tar Heel. I also came to school here for graduate school for social work.
What was the most challenging part of your college experience?
The most challenging part of my college experience, I would say, is being far from home. I grew up in Binghamton, New York, and so it was a long way to be away from family, but I had a lot of family here in North Carolina as well, so that helped. And I think just feeling disconnected from the community, that was a big struggle for me.
So, if you could go back in time, what advice would you give your college self?
I would definitely say take the time to explore all the resources on campus. One great thing about Carolina is just there's a wealth of resources and information and services that are available to you as a student. There's also a lot of faculty and staff who really want to get to know you and support you, and you just need to connect and find those people. And I would say, build your community, connect with people on issues or activities that you care about, and start from there.
And so, can you share how you got into student affairs?
Yeah, so I worked at UNC before, but my first time in student affairs is at the Campus Y, now the UNC-Y. And what really drew me to this place was really the students who work here. I started working with the Bonner Leaders Program and working with the student leadership. And for me, it was the students being engaged in their communities, being engaged in issues that are really important to them that was really exciting for me. It was inspiring.
What's the biggest misconception about UNC-Y?
The biggest misconception, I would say, is that we drive what the students do as far as their passions, as far as certain issues, as far as just a very one-sided nature of a view about what we do, or even what students who come to our place do. And there's just such a diverse variety of perspectives, issues that students care about, ways that they try to enact positive social change, whether it's through service or advocacy or relationship building. And I just think it's such a multifaceted place, and I would welcome people to come and find out about it for themselves.
And so, what's the most interesting thing you've learned so far in your role?
Oh, okay. I think the best part about my role here specifically is that I've learned that a lot of people really care about the students here at UNC. Alumni, people who work here, faculty, staff, and the students really, really do they mean a lot to each other. And so for me, it's the most interesting thing that I could say is that the relationship with the students and what the students' futures are and the investment in that, it's something that I think is really just an important part of what we do. But I've also just been pleasantly surprised to hear that there are a lot of people here and who have been here before who really are invested in students being successful and being supported and being well. So that to me has been an interesting journey.
And what's the best thing you love about your role?
I love the students. This may be cliche, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the students. They inspire me to be a better person. They inspire me to think about things differently. They inspire me to care about issues, but also to just care about their well-being, to know that I can connect with someone and see them from the start of their journey here at Carolina until they finish, and if I'm lucky, beyond. And that is an amazing period of time to get to know an adult, and I just think that that is so special, and the people that I work with really do care about students, and so for me that is what brings me back every day.
Okay, so finish a sentence. If I didn't work in student affairs, I would.
If I didn't work in student affairs, I would like to be an apprentice for a carpenter or someone who works with their hands. I would just really like to be creating something with my hands.
Oh, that's cool. So what's your favorite spot on campus?
My favorite spot on campus is, I should have thought about this before.
My favorite spot on campus, there's actually a new spot that I've discovered, and it's in the quad, but it's hidden by some bushes, and there's just a couple of benches that are kind of seated circularly, so it's a nice place to take a walk with someone and find a little quiet nook and have conversation.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know the secret.
So what's your favorite memory from your time here at Carolina?
As a student?
As a student, as a director?
Oh man. I think my favorite moments, I would have to summarize it as moments. And I get really excited when a student comes to me and shares really exciting news with them, whether it's they got into a program that they wanted, they got the job that they wanted, or they got voted into a position they didn't know it was possible for them to be in. They pursued something that they're really nervous about, and then they come to me and share that news with me. And that to me is my favorite thing, because I get to share in that joy with them, and it feels really special to know that that news that is so important to them is something that they wanted to share in with me. So that's my favorite moments at Carolina.
It's really special. I love that. What is something on your bucket list?
Something on my bucket list that's been on my bucket list for a long time now is to get a tattoo.
What would you get?
That is the problem. I have challenges with the decision, but I am drawn to the water, the ocean, and connected to images and things related to the strength and what water means. And so I would say that it'd probably be water themed in some way. I'm Yalitza Ramos. I am the director of the UNC-Y, and I'd love to invite you, if you're a student, a colleague, faculty, to come see us and learn about what we do, and to collaborate or connect with us on anything that you are really passionate about as far as positive social change. And follow us at UNC-Y, the number 4, Changemakers.